Hello and welcome to Blood on the Clocktower. We are playing Mia's script again, Confusion in Ravenswood Bluff, which is good because I am the demon. In the last few times I've known of her script being played, evil has won. So I can hopefully earn my keep. As I said that last time, and I won as the demon, so I'm sure this will be fine. We have a full game, which happens in the afternoon games. Does not happen in the evening games, but such have you right now. I am the Vigormortis. I guess. Well, first I'll say this is a custom script, which means it's official roles, but not in the like they're a different assortment of them than in the official scripts. I am the Vigormortis, which reads each night star, choose a player, they die. Minions, you kill. Keep their ability and poison one townsfolk neighbor, -1 outsider. We have a full game of 15, which means that we will have 4 evil people, and I will get 3 bluffs, meaning that one of the evil people will not have a bluff. Hopefully we can keep from double claiming ourselves. The last several times I've seen a double claim, it's been 2 evil people, so let's try not to do that. The background is inspired by the Devil's Advocate, which is a role in the game. An evil role, mind you, which is unfortunate since I am evil and I have an evil background, but oh well. I will show the roles in the game. So this is somewhat of a chaotic script. I've played it a few times. It's called Confusion for a reason. It's very confusing. Mia tends to have the games more confusing and less spoon feeding. So we'll see what we get. There is a magician, which is very important for the demon to be mindful of, because the demon thinks the magician is a minion, and the minions think the magician is the demon. So you can't just assume. There is also a lunatic, so it could potentially be good and think that I'm evil. That's interesting. We have 3 minions, so we have an assassin, a witch, pit hag, or a devil's advocate. One of those is not in the game. Pit hag is very useful. There's a sailor to blend in with the devil's advocate. Personally, I would like to see a minion.
Hello.
Hey.
So, you're the Vigormortis.
I do think that I am the Vigormortis.
Yes. And you will learn that your minions are Nick, Varg, and George.
Okay.
And your bluff rolls are Dreamer, Grandmother, and Magician.
Oh. Well, that's nice. I don't have to worry about the magician. I wonder how you
Yes.
bluff as the magician, though.
Well, yes, I agree. Okay. Do you have any questions?
Nope.
Okay.
Anyway, I have another side project I'm working on, which now that I'm the demon, I don't know how much I'll actually be working on it. But I learned how to make a camp stove out of 2 soda cans, and I have a razor and a hammer, and a couple chisels, and I was planning on working on that during the video. However, we'll see how far I get on that, because I have to lead this evil team.
Could you all go to your rooms just because I got to visit one person? No, we're missing one person. There he is. Welcome back. I have died by brutal murder. I think it was a demon, so please find out who did it. I will open the breakout rooms for whispers, and you can talk for 10 minutes to the new players. You don't just jump into people's chat. Ask people to talk if you want to talk. When I'm opening the rooms, you will be invited to your room. Just decline the invitation, and then you can stay here and get someone to talk to if you wish. Okay?
Or feel free to go
Thank
in your
you.
room and just sit there. That's fine.
Yeah, you can do that. You can totally do that.
Steven, you want to have a chat?
Rooms are open.
Who?
Oren?
Sure.
Have a chat?
George, do you want to
Sure.
chat?
Sorry, who's that?
Sheree.
Mine or yours?
Yeah, of course. Let's go.
Mine, I'm at the top.
I'll go
I'm
to
near the
yours.
top.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hello. Oh, judge and jury. How do you want to do this? Do you
Well,
just want a hard claim?
you know Mia personally, right?
Yeah.
Does that mean that she would make you evil?
Yeah.
Would she make you evil? Is that something she would do?
Yeah.
Are
She
you
could-
are you evil?
No, I'm not evil.
If
yeah.
you were evil, would you definitely claim that to me?
Yeah, because yeah, you play chaotic, so I could just say anything to you, and yeah.
Well, go ahead and
But-
claim that you're evil then.
Nope, because I'm the monk.
You're the monk. Is there a monk?
Yeah. I hope so, because that's what's written on my token.
So if we execute someone and they don't die, then we'll know you're the monk.
Only protect from the demon.
Who did you pick last night? We'll try to get them executed
No one.
to prove that you're the monk.
I don't pick anyone on night 0.
Well, how are we going to prove you?
Yeah. So yeah, I figured I'll just come out with my information to you, because I'm probably going to be nominated today anyway. And
why would you come out to me specifically?
I don't know, because Martin is my other neighbor and he's a new player. So yeah, I trust in your judgment, Stephen.
Okay. Well.
Yeah, I know.
What do you know? What is it that you know?
Yeah, well, you play a very chaotic character when you play on the Clocktower. So yeah, but I'm the monk.
Okay.
So,
well, I appreciate that. I don't think I'm going to claim to you yet.
No, that's okay.
It's
just yeah. If we have a puppy grow and play or something like that, it would be nice to be able to protect them. Should I protect you?
I don't think I need protecting.
Okay. Cool.
All right, thanks.
Sure. Your room or mine?
You can go to mine. It's at the top.
Don't trust him, Gil. He said he was evil.
Steven, do you want to chat?
Sure. I believe on the bottom. Towards the bottom. 3 from the bottom.
Yeah. Hello.
Hey. What do you think I am?
What do you want to guess? What are you? The leech?
I am the demon.
Yes. Which demon are you?
Well, there is a lunatic in play, so I didn't actually know if you thought I was the demon or not.
I think you're the demon. Yes.
Good. I'm glad, because I also think that I'm the demon. So I don't
Good.
plan on pushing for talking to people, but you know, you were the only one there, so I don't think that's too crazy.
Yeah.
I
And the witch, by
am.
the way.
Okay, I'll put that in.
And
George.
I have targeted Gil. Gil. I'm not sure how you say his name.
Gil.
Gil.
One thing I will say, and I'm not going to run the show, but I will say, I think if you go for 2 kills, that's pretty effective. So I would say if you manage to get somebody else killed, then witch yourself every day, and at some point get yourself witched.
Yeah.
Because
could
then
do.
you'd get 2 kills, which, you know, even though you're a thing, like technically you could do better than that, but I think 2's pretty good, personally.
Yeah, I might do that. To be honest with you, I was thinking about playing like a long term like lunatic play, and then
Or
coming out like
I could
day 5 saying, "Oh, the
Vigormortis you. I
lunatic."
am the Vigormortis. I could do that. But then you can't guarantee a second kill. Anyway, so the bluff rolls are Dreamer, Grandmother, and Magician.
Oh, that's great. I've been bluffing Grandmother so
I
far.
think I'm going to play the Magician, but I don't actually know how I would bluff that. But my plan is to basically sit back and let people talk to me, and then at some
Do you
point
want me to say that I saw you as the magician, as the Grandmother?
you can if you want to, or if you find somebody else that you are very confident you can pull off. Like if somebody tells you somebody else's role or something.
Yeah.
But that's
Okay.
what I'm planning on being, and I will stick to that so that if you decide to grandmother me, that's fine. Well, the problem is I would kind of have to say that you saw me as that on day 1. So we'll just see how it goes. And also,
I won't commit to anything right now.
please write down the bluff rolls so you can give them to the other people. So the ones that are available, if you're taking grandmother, are Dreamer, and obviously Poppy Grower, since we know each other. However, there could be a drunk Poppy Grower, so just keep that in mind. If somebody takes it, they may be a double claim. But that would be.
So what was the other one? So Grandmother, Dreamer, and what was the other one? Sorry.
Magician, myself,
Magician.
and
Magician.
Poppy
That's it,
Grower,
Poppy Grower.
since we know each other.
Yep. Okay. Awesome.
But that Poppy Grower may be problematic if there's a drunk Poppy Grower.
Yeah, I'll let them know.
That has happened many times.
I'll try and catch either Nick or Fog.
All right, I'm going to head out.
All right, see you in a bit.
At the bottom, there we go. Yep.
Yeah.
Stephen, we don't have a chance to chat very often. Do you want to come to my room?
Sure.
Excuse me.
Master.
So what are you?
I'm the pit hag.
That's cool. Do you want me to Vigormortis you? I think the pit hag is super useful.
Yeah. I am useful to be killed tonight. I've also been putting around quite heavily that I am a that I'm a powerful character.
The other thing that we could do is you could intentionally pit hag yourself into a townsfolk role until you found one, and then you would know that you can bluff as that, since we know it's not in play. I'm just trying to think of unconventional things.
Yeah.
Because if you pit hagged yourself into a townsfolk and you became it, you would know that you could bluff as it. So the bluff rolls are Dreamer, Grandmother, and Magician. I am going as Magician, and I talked to George. He is the witch, and he is going to be the grandmother. So the way I see it is the Dreamer and possibly the Poppy Grower are available. But there may be a drunk Poppy Grower, so that's not 100% safe.
Yeah.
And for that matter, that strategy that I gave you about the pit hag could potentially get you any drunk roll, because they could think that they're the role and you get the actual roll.
Yeah. Okay, are you happy with being the Vigormortis?
Yeah, because the problem with pit hagging the demon is that it makes kills arbitrary, and I think pit hagging would be better for moving the demon, not for changing the demon.
Yeah. No, that's cool. I just want to give that option up there. I have no idea what I'm going to be bluffing as yet. I may actually go have a chat with George, see if he can let me know what's true, because obviously he's got complete knowledge.
Trey has who? What?
George, if George is the witch, he has complete knowledge.
Why?
No, I'm thinking of the widow. Sorry,
You are completely
I'm thinking
wrong.
of the widow.
Yes, there's no complete knowledge.
Yeah. So if anyone, I've been bluffing with Empath, Magician, and Poppy Grower.
Well, Poppy Grower, you should take the Poppy Grower since I'm already taking Magician.
Yeah.
All right, sounds
I'm
good.
going to see if I can find anything
And
of a.
listen, as the Poppy Grower, you would be a potential good person to keep around.
Yeah.
And so, like, if you find a monk, you could have them protect you, and if I come sus, you can peg yourself into the demon.
Yeah. And what
I
I'm
think
also
that sounds like
trying
a good
to do,
plan.
so I'm sort of going either Poppy Grower, Ravenskeeper. If I hear there's no Ravenskeeper, I'm Ravenskeeper.
Okay, sounds good.
Cool. Catch you later, dude.
I think it
Was
looks
it
like it's
closing?
over now.
Yeah. Okay.
So we all agreed then that who's bad, that Steve is bad, right? That's what we
Yeah,
said.
look at his background. He's the devil's
Oh,
advocate.
he's here, sorry.
He's back. Oh.
Justice.
Yeah, Lady Justice, what's your problem? Do you not care about justice?
Justice is blind.
That is true.
It's not, sadly.
No. Oh, blind.
Not,
And old.
not,
We're waiting for one more
Like,
person.
I can't resist the Deadpool quotes.
just
There
in
he
the UK,
is.
our version of Lady Justice doesn't have the blindfold on. We believe in letting our judges see the evidence in front of them.
I like that. Yeah, justice is blind, but evidence must be seen to be believed.
Hello and welcome back, everybody. I hope you enjoyed your chat. You can now talk within the town and nominate. I will do a 10 count whenever I feel bored.
Straight away, right?
So go kill your family and friends.
Straight away does the 10 count.
Yeah, how much of an insult would that be?
I think Mia just sent a subtle cue that she's the grandmother. Either that or the evil twin.
Oh god, no twins. No.
You know,
Soren, are you
no
evil?
twins.
No.
Just because Mia's not playing, somebody has to do it for her.
No.
I nominate Soren.
I didn't want to do it today. I normally end up having to do it for her.
You have
Okay.
to do it, don't you? You have to.
It has to be done.
I'll kill Elliot.
no.
That's why I asked if he was evil. I was only being trying to be nice to him.
Okay, Nick, you nominated Soren. You can now state your accusation.
You aren't playing, you're running, so somebody has to do it for you.
God damn it.
Soren, your defense.
Well, I'm not evil. I'm a townsfolk. I've hard claimed my role to Steven, so I hope he's not evil. So, yeah.
Okay.
And Martin, for that matter. So, yeah.
Okay, for the new players, right now you should see on your screen a hand up and hand down button.
Yep.
Jill, you're not in your
Jill,
seat.
yeah. Take a seat, son.
If you press hand up, you will of course raise your hand. You can raise your hand and lower your hand until the clock thing passes you. When Soren is nominated, it will start with Martin as the first. And it requires the majority of the town. Right now, that's 8 for Soren to be on the chopping block. So, is there any more information to add? Doesn't
It's just a
sound like
motion,
it.
it has to be done.
I will start the countdown. It requires 8 votes for Soren to be on the block.
There is no Vortox, there is no Flower Girl, there is no Town Crier. Okay.
No.
No. So we don't have to do it.
And we don't
We
have
don't
a
have to
taker.
kill, and we don't have to do it. So
We should do a witch check, though.
Everyone nominated.
Steven.
Oh,
Lord.
no.
Steven.
This isn't Flower Girl. No.
Behave.
Okay.
So
Okay. 1 vote
does
is
it mean
not
you're going to
enough.
nominate then, Stephen?
Soren is safe for the day, and for the new players, you can only nominate and be nominated once per day.
Who asked me if I was going to nominate?
Don't tempt him because he will.
Was it you, Elliot?
It doesn't take much.
It wasn't me, but I can do so if you want. Stephen, are you going to nominate?
Yes, I'll nominate Elliot because he asked if I was going to nominate.
Okay.
Solid.
Stephen nominates Elliot. You can state your case.
I was checking to
Damn,
see if
I
I
was
was witched. I wasn't. So that
I was
means I'm
hoping you were.
probably evil. We should definitely kill Elliot.
Elliot, your defense.
Steve said he's probably evil. We should kill him. No, I mean, I'm not a terrible kill, but I don't think we've got any need to kill either.
Okay. Is there any pertinent information?
I'm fine with not killing Elliot at the moment.
The minute
Okay.
he says he's not
At
a
the
terrible
moment.
kill, I think that means I might as well try and kill him.
At the moment.
Okay, we'll
At the
start
moment,
the
I don't want to
countdown.
kill
I don't
Elliot.
disagree with your logic.
I say, at the moment, I don't want to kill Elliot. That might change in a day or two.
I don't disagree.
Ooh,
Oh, George.
Wow.
not quite, George.
What was that
I
about?
don't know what you're trying. Or...
What's happening there?
I was just seeing how
wow.
close I could cut it before
Wow.
bringing my hand away.
Okay.
That
6
could
votes
backfire.
is not enough.
Yeah,
If a
it
couple
could've-
people
very
leave, we
close,
have
is
majority.
also
Very close.
free. Is there any more nominations? Or do you want to talk?
I'll nominate Stephen.
Elliot nominates Stephen.
Did Elliot not
you
die?
Can state your case.
Elliot did
No.
not die.
He must be evil.
Elliot, your time for accusation.
Stephen said he's probably evil. What more evidence do you need?
Stephen, your defense.
Oh, I was going based off of the witch check. There's probably a witch in the game. Everybody that nominates and doesn't die is more suspicious than anyone that doesn't nominate. So the people that have nominated are on my hit list.
Does that include you?
Okay.
Yes.
Is there any more pertinent information?
I'm also
Just
drinking an
never
energy.
trust yourself.
Never played with Stephen before. He is chaotic.
I'm drinking an energy drink and it has
Seriously chaotic.
frozen bombsicle is one of the ingredients.
But
I'm
when he's
sick of
evil, he hides behind the chaos.
Interesting. I'd
So
be
just to be on
curious
the
to
safe
know.
side. it's
Yeah.
easy.
When he's evil, he hides
I-
behind being evil. When he's good, he hides behind being evil.
Exactly. It's easier just to kill him and get rid of the problem right at the start.
Yeah.
I will
Yeah.
start
Off
the
to the roots.
countdown.
Can we exile Stephen's energy drink?
I want to know what's in the energy drink now. It's like real quick.
Frozen bombsicles.
Bombs.
What on earth is that? I want to know.
Energy and drink, I presume.
Energy?
And lots of
I
caffeine.
think the clock hand
flour
can move
jar.
faster.
Yeah, a little bit.
Good.
Ah, let's set the timer down. Well, 4 votes is not enough. Stephen is also safe for the day. Is there any more nominations?
Hmm.
Go ahead, Shuri, nominate so that we'll think you're evil if you don't die.
Are you the witch, Stephen?
I will do a 10 count.
Did you witch me?
There's one way to find out. You can nominate.
Playing chicken with Shuri.
Baba Yaga game.
The thing is, there is likely to be a witch because we have 3 minions.
Well, think about the assassin.
I would love to know for sure, though.
Yeah.
Okay, you end the day by not killing anyone. You can all go to your breakout rooms because the game, of course, continues.
Hi.
So, I'm here to tell you that Gil is now the lunatic,
Interesting.
and he picked Soren.
All right.
But who do you want to kill?
I will kill Soren too.
Okay. Thank you. To find that not all of you made it through the night, and this time Soren died.
Come on.
You will have 8 minutes for whispers, and your breakout rooms are open.
Thorin, can I speak to you?
Yeah, come to my room.
Day this time.
Steven, you want to talk?
First night's better than first day.
Afterwards, oh, sorry, it's gone. Anybody wants to chat?
Steven, can we talk?
Sure. I'm towards
I'll
the bottom.
chat to you if you want.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Do you want to come?
This is some bullshit.
What's that?
Nothing. I'm devil's advocate. I picked myself tonight, so
Okay.
that's fine. I already said I might be the sailor to a couple people, so.
Hopefully that's not an in-play role.
It almost certainly is. But it doesn't matter because guess what? There's only 3 ways you can die. You can get executed and not die. You can be devil's advocate targeted, you can be the leech, or you can be the sailor. And there's literally no other way for it to happen. So if I get executed and I don't die because of my devil's advocate ability and I didn't claim to be the sailor, I would be confirmed evil 100%, or a good player who the devil's advocate chose for no reason.
Well, you could do that. I don't know what the problem with that is. I have you in as the dreamer. That was the last bluff roll. If you want to work on having dreamer information, that's fine.
I can say I said no, I'm probably just gonna stick with sailor. And if not, I'm gonna go magician because we know there's no magician in play.
I am the magician.
Oh, you're the magician. Okay, then I'll say poppy grower.
Yeah, well, I had already told Nick that he could be poppy grower. So talk to Nick.
Fine. Sailor. I'll just be the sailor. I do not care. If I get
I'm so
executed,
glad to
I
have
die.
you on the team, you piece of trash.
I hate the script. I'm sorry. I shouldn't say that on the recording.
No, you really shouldn't. You really need to learn how recordings work.
I know. Well, I mean, we're on the same team, so I was gonna talk to you at some point, and we're playing whatever. So whatever. But yeah, if you get executed and don't die, there's actually a significantly higher chance that you're evil than good. Unless you explicitly said, I am the sailor, you're probably evil. So.
Okay. Well, my thought, was, so I don't know if you've talked to all the evils. Nick is the pit hag, George is the witch, and I told George if he gets a kill that he should witch himself so that he can get a second kill, because 2 kills is pretty good. And I told Nick, the pit hag, that if bluffing as the poppy grower isn't bad, because if I fall under suspicion, he can pit hag himself into the demon, and we don't want to kill him, so evils learn themselves.
That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. I have no objection.
Gil became the lunatic last night, probably because of the pit hag, and Gil picked Soren, so I killed Soren. Soren was the monk.
Okay. Soren was the monk. Well, that's good, because we don't want people not dying at night if we can avoid it.
Well, the monk is not that great of a role.
It is in this because there's only 2 ways that somebody can not die at night: monk or sailor. Again, because the script is not, whatever. So either you're monk protected or you explicitly said I am the sailor, and if the monk is dead, then every night somebody should die, unless they're actually the sailor. So. Yeah, so anyway, those are my strong thoughts about everything. I picked myself tonight, I picked you yesterday. I'm probably just going to alternate between picking you and whichever minion seems to have the most sus on them right now. So.
Okay, I'm gonna write that down.
So. And if there's a double claim between me and the sailor and they want to execute me today, that's great, because guess what? I won't die, and then I'll look like I was actually the sailor.
Okay. I think I'm gonna head out.
Yeah, that's fine.
Rob,
just going to come back in time.
I don't think we've spoken yet. Do you want to have a quick chat?
Me?
Yeah, you. Do you want to come to mine?
Yeah, sure.
Can anybody hear that?
Why, that printer going off in the background?
No, I was smashing things. I don't know if I'm smashing them loud enough for the camera to the mic to pick it up though. I I got significantly louder and nobody acted like they could hear it. So there's this thing. It's called a penny stove, which I have now made one, and you're supposed to be able to like cook on them. They basically you put alcohol in them. They're made of just 2 soda cans.
Oh.
Things aren't going that bad for you?
Yeah, really gone downhill. This is what it's come to. But unlike
So,
most,
like what evil characters do you guys think is playing in this game? I'm
well, there are 4 minions, and only one of them is not in play. So odds are that if it's an evil minion, it's in play.
Yeah, most of them.
But the demon is.
Yeah, the demon you have to figure out, and
yeah. Oh, well, I've not that I've heard of any, but I don't think we can establish which minions are in play yet because no one's been witched. I've not heard anyone say they were pit hanged. No one's died unless the demon tried to kill. Unless for some reason the demon didn't kill Soren last night. It was an assassin, but I don't think that's likely.
Well,
Can we
the
talk,
thing is,
Soren?
there's only one minion that's not in play.
Soren, can we talk again?
Yeah.
So
yeah. Who's my room?
we need to assume
Elliot,
that
you wanna
all of
talk?
them are in play until we get told which one isn't.
oh no.
Elliot.
So we've got either 1, 2, or 3 outsiders.
Sheree.
You want to chat to me with that?
Sure. Yes.
Yeah.
My
I was
room?
guessing. Yeah, your room's fine.
Yeah, thanks.
Well, the thing is, Soren technically Soren could still be evil if we've got a Vigo game.
Martin.
Yeah.
You want to chat? It's Twed.
I mean,
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
You want to come to my room?
Yeah, we'll do.
But the thing is, it'd be hard to work out whether we've got a Vigo game because outsiders either can't come out or won't come out.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, there's like only one outsider who can say they're an outsider. Yeah.
Yep.
George.
Simon, is that Simon yet?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, let's go.
Simon's just like nervous.
Do you want to come to mine?
Am I?
Yeah,
I will come to you,
Chris,
George.
we haven't had a chance to chat yet. Do you want to come and speak? Do you want to come to mine?
Yeah. Why not? Where's your room, Nick? Oh yeah, there.
You're near the top.
Where are you, George? I can't even see George's room. Oh, there he is. Ah, I've lost it. There he is. It's right above mine. But we haven't spoken, right?
Who's asking to talk to me? Rasmus?
Rasmus?
Yeah,
You
sure.
wanna
Let's go talk. Yeah. Let me find your room. It's right here. I'll be there.
Great.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I broke my my push pin.
Oh.
I was torturing some
Can't
bugs.
replace that. Oh.
Are there any spectators in this game? So I'm gonna
Joseph.
I'll nominate him.
Joseph.
Hi, Joseph.
Joseph has been
Keep
very
up with
sus.
what's going on. You know, it's blood on the Clocktower. It's a bit highbrow for him.
He claimed to be the seer, so I think he's evil.
Yeah.
Yeah. Joseph, I want you to remember it was Simon who said that, not me.
Okay, we're all back. Okay.
Yesterday they were going, let's
Very
do
good.
7 for 7.
Okay, we're all back. You can now go kill your family and friends, and I will do a 10 count whenever I'm bored. Nominations are, of course, open. This is a very quiet town.
Yeah.
I'm just confused.
Yeah, same here.
I'm trying to get back in the game so long, like my brain's having a hard time wrapping the information around. That's
If you, maybe you need to refresh it. Sometimes it gets messed up.
There's not like a ton of information that can come out.
You mean my brain?
That's like
Yeah, press F5. That work.
Is that all F8?
Have you tried
Close
taking it off
everything?
and on again?
Either F5 or Control R.
Need to shake it a bit.
I was gonna say, besides it looks like Clockmaker and Washerwoman. There's not
Or artist if they used it.
Yeah, artist if they popped. There's not a ton of like information characters that are gonna come out with strong info.
I suppose the most useful thing we could check now, has anyone been pit hagged?
Nope.
Oh.
There are characters.
Hmm.
But if
Well,
we
the
have a
thing
pit
is-
hack, they're probably
Either the pit hag's picking really poorly, which is possible.
Or the
because-
evils could be re-eviling.
Yeah. But would the kill still go through if the pit hag changed, like the demon or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, although that would be quite a dangerous thing to do
So,
at this stage of the game.
Stephen, are you saying you're now
Yeah.
the devil's advocate? Is that instead of the witch? Exactly.
I'm the good devil's advocate.
The angel's advocate, if you will.
That is a role in one of my homebrew scripts.
Fun.
Oh yeah.
It's
Is that the one with the
a backward script where all the evil people are the townsfolk and all the demon is the
that
philosopher.
was fun. That was fun. The yes
Well,
dash. was
It's
interesting.
the yes dashing.
Do I hear any nominations?
I'm going to nominate Stephen.
Okay, who said that? Simon
Yeah.
nominates Stephen.
Simon, did you
can
nominate
state your
yesterday?
accusation.
I did not.
Oh, okay.
Okay, Simon,
Adam
state your
Bullis.
case.
I believe he is evil as all get up. God's honest truth.
Okay.
Alright.
Stephen, your defense.
I have completed my survival stove, which is not an evil thing to do. Evil people wouldn't be worried about surviving. They would be worrying about going on the attack. So I don't think that it
Okay,
makes
is
sense
there
to kill me.
any more pertinent information?
What do you mean any more pertinent information?
Is otherwise I will start the countdown.
My word
It requires
is pertinent
6
in itself.
votes.
No.
Yeah.
7 votes.
He
Well,
is
that's Stephen's
evil.
thing.
Okay.
I
Your
know
word is
my
paper
name.
thin, it means nothing.
I will start the countdown.
He is evil.
Words are wind.
Yes, but is he an evil character?
Yes, he's an
Yes.
evil character. He's an evil character.
What about in the game though?
He's an
We're not
evil
talking about life.
carpenter. He's an evil caricature. He's an evil doctor, an evil.
Simon, for a
hamster, an
game where
evil-
there's not an evil twin, you are really acting like one.
Okay,
It's got
4
a shirt
votes
on, it
is
makes
not
sense.
enough. Is there any more nominations?
Simon's always the evil twin.
Yep.
I will start a 10 count.
Even we're boring Mia.
I'd like to nominate Chris A.
George nominates Chris A. George, your accusation.
Okay, I just wanted to test something out. I'd just like to hear his defense.
I'm not a good kill. Because I'm very helpful for the town. You definitely want to keep me alive as long as possible. I'm just trying to work out who the demon is.
Is there any pertinent info? Doesn't sound like it requires 7 votes, and the countdown will begin now.
Oh man. Does everybody know something that I don't?
I didn't know you were serious on that one.
Well,
Does everybody know something I don't?
Okay, 7 votes is enough. Chris is on the chopping block. Is
Oh, I
there
thought it
any
was
more
Elliot.
nominations?
Crap.
What?
Never mind. It's fine.
Is there any more nominations? I will do a 5 count.
Super high.
You
squeaky.
definitely don't want to kill me.
Okay, I'll nominate myself.
Cherie nominates herself. Cherie, your accusation and defense.
If we don't want to kill Chris, I think this is fine.
Okay. 7 to tie and 8 to put Cherie on the block instead of Chris. Is there any more information? Okay, I will start the countdown. It's going to start with George.
Would you like to expand on this?
Is Chris the
Or-
demon again?
I don't want to
Minion
kill
panic.
Chris, but
I mean,
like,
if you don't say
Yeah,
anything, I'm going to
that's-
assume that you're protecting your demons. So why should we kill you instead of Chris?
I don't like killing Chris, but I don't want to kill someone who nominates themselves either. 'Cause
Yeah.
then I'm not the
We
demon.
can tie it and
Yeah.
No, too late for me.
Reading.
Oh,
No.
4 votes is not enough. Is there any more nominations? Okay, I don't hear any. With that, Chris has been executed and the game continues. You can all go to your breakout rooms.
Well, I I finished my stove. I don't need fuel, so I can't actually light it. But here's how it works: you pour fuel in the top, and then you start it on fire. It burns. I'm gonna make a bottom for it so you can put it on to put it out, and it's filled with paper towels so that if you turn it upside down, it doesn't spill out because it's like saturated, and some will spill out, but it won't all spill out immediately. And yeah, I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I'll run up and get some fuel after the game's over, and I'll show it in the closing credits.
Hello.
Hey.
So Gil picked Rasmus.
So will I.
Okay. Good morning, everybody. Once again, not all of you made it through the night. And this time, Samuel died. I will once again open the breakout rooms, and you will have 8 minutes. Go talk.
Sir Anne, can I ask you something?
Yeah.
My
Your
room?
room.
In my room, yeah.
There, Soren.
Simon, do we want to have a chat?
Yeah, okay. I'll come talk to you.
Nick?
Who asked for me? Kikoki?
Ned, can you and I talk?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Ayaho, you want to talk?
Sure.
Your room or my room?
Mine is third from the bottom.
All right.
No, never mind.
George, are you gonna go talk to somebody?
Okay, do you want to chat?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Let's go.
Chris, can we talk?
My room, I'm closer to the top.
Oh yeah,
Come
you're
to
the
my
top
room,
one.
it's at
Yes,
the
yeah,
top.
yeah.
Hey.
Hey, what up?
Trade some info. See if I get this something going.
Sure.
You wanna do a 3 for 3?
Sure.
So I'm either the Clockmaker, the Philosopher, or the Grandmother.
Sorry. Let me write this down. Too many people. Gil. There you are. You said Clockmaker? Grandmother?
Philosopher or Grandmother.
Or the Philosopher. Interesting. I am the artist. The mayor. Or the empath.
That's a lot of people claiming to be the Empath. Do you have any feelings, any hints, anything that should watch for?
No, I have been hoping that my role will pay off, but it's so far not.
Well, anyway, I have some information, but not much, so maybe we'll trade it more later on.
Well, you didn't really give me any information. You just gave 3 roles.
They all have information, so you know I have a information. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
And maybe later on when I come out, we'll roll this out so we can cross-reference.
Okay, Gil. Well, I'm
Sounds
looking
good.
forward to playing games with you in person someday.
We need. I mean, you're not that far. I may go to State College this year. We'll see. I'll let you know.
Sounds good.
All right.
It's a weird sound in the background there.
Yeah, why not?
Gil,
welcome.
Gil?
Yes.
Do you have
Sorry,
a hamster by your microphone?
A hamster? Why?
I don't know. Either I have something happening inside of my brain, or there's something happening by somebody's microphone.
I hear too.
Like I may be going
My
insane.
printer, all my 3D printers.
That might be what it is. Do you have a 3D printer running?
Yeah, there's 3 of them running. Sorry
Yeah,
about
that's
that.
probably. Well, it sounds kind of like
Please,
I'm
Sam,
in like
do
a
you want to talk?
madhouse, and I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
there's
We
like
can
a
have a
weird
chat.
musical
room.
thing happening.
Yes, sure.
Sorry.
You better be.
Always.
Yeah, you are.
Anybody wants to chat?
Is that Gil?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll have a chat with you.
My room or your room?
Where are you?
I'm at the bottom.
Simon.
I'll get to your room then.
All right.
Yep.
Just.
I trust you implicitly, Stephen. You're such a good person.
Let's go to my room, where you can lie to me to my face.
Yep.
Hello.
Hello. Sorry, I was a bit slow.
So I'm kind of evil.
You're kind of evil. You're kind of reclusing it, are you?
No. No, I'm a different kind of evil. I am the magician.
Ooh.
However, I was expecting people to come and talk to me, and that has not happened.
Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah, I have not yet understood the magician. I've played in scripts with it before, but it's never actually been in play, and so I didn't really know what to expect. I was kind of expecting somebody at some point to talk to me, but nobody ever did. Which is why, I'm kind of evil.
Well, yeah.
Like I look evil to the evil people. Except at this point, I'm pretty sure they figured it out that I'm not actually evil because, what are we on, day 3?
And nobody's come and talk to you. Aww. I was kind of thinking of how it would go with the magician, like, because do you get told? Well, you obviously don't get told who the people are.
I don't get told anything. They tell the minions that I'm the demon, and they tell the demon that I'm one of the minions. And one of the minions would be left off. Like, they could potentially tell all the minions 3 different minions, and, like, I would be one of the minions for all 3 people or whatever.
Yeah. And then it's just like, so when they come up to you, you got to work out if they're the demon or if they're the minions.
Well, it doesn't really matter. I could just suss that they're evil and then watch who they're whispering with.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. That's cool. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. All right. Cheers.
All right, Sam.
Yo.
I can't talk to you. I was going to, but the rooms don't appear to be open. No.
He's doing his usual.
No.
Oh, look, the rooms are closed. I want to talk to you now.
No.
Okay, we're all back. Once again, you have to kill your family and friends. Nominations are open.
I have some important information. You are not losing your mind. It's just that Gil has 3 printers running in the background, and it sounds like you're losing your mind.
Oh, okay, thank you.
I'll mute myself while.
No. I want people to think they're going insane.
There's like some.
I think this game does that enough.
The lunatics for Stephen.
Guys, important question. Has anyone been pit hagged yet?
That's what I was just going to say. Yeah, I was pit hagged last night. I started the game as the recluse.
Huh.
And now I'm the good witch.
What? Oh my goodness.
Oh, Jesus.
So you lied.
Let's not talk any more about that.
Okay. Well, if you're the good witch, do you want to warn us who shouldn't be nominating?
Oh, I witched myself.
Okay.
Good witch.
Bizarre.
That does make some sense, but
Well, now I
Does
want to
it,
see
does
it
it,
happen.
Chris?
But yeah,
it
there
does
is
make
a
some
pit hag.
sense with so many information that
So that means there was no witch to begin with.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Prize we didn't have a witch.
So that means there was no witch before, right? That's how.
Yeah,
they died?
but there
Okay.
could have been a witch who were pit hacked into the assassin.
Or something, yeah. That's true.
But,
yeah.
So I'm fine with being executed today.
It's the second time that you tried to get killed.
Yes.
Kinda.
Just go ahead and nominate. Prove yourself.
Yeah, nominate yourself, Shrey, and then.
Yeah, do it.
So I also have information. So
You
I
can
was.
see I'm also the witch.
I'm the witch.
So I was killed last night. I had only told one person my role. Now I may have just died randomly.
Most likely.
But thankfully, I did get information from the role before I died. I don't know whether to reveal the role. I think I should just say. So I was the artist. And as of yesterday, the demon is on the right half of the board. So that is Stephen to Ned, including Stephen and Ned. So that was as of yesterday.
Wow.
So,
So
yeah.
who's talking? Sam.
yeah. Now, I also have some information from another player who I don't want to speak for them. I don't know if that player wants to speak up who knows about the positions on the board. If they don't want to speak up, that's fine.
The Clockmaker, what you're saying.
The Clockmaker, yes.
think if you've got that information, you should probably just.
But if you give that number, then it doesn't reveal who the Clockmaker is, but it can still.
That's very
Well,
helpful.
if we have a puppy grower in play, then it would help the evil team.
Mm-hmm.
Also, take into account if he's a drunk, then the opposite is true.
Well, not even the opposite. It just if he's drunk, then
Yeah,
it's meaningless.
it's wrong. Yeah, it's meaningless.
The thing is, the question is it more helpful for us to know how close the demon is, or is it more helpful for us not to share it in case we have got a puppy grower?
Probably
I
don't
think
share it then.
knowing how
I don't
close it is
understand
would be
this logic.
important, right?
I'm sorry,
Yeah,
wait, so if there is a puppy grower and the Clockmaker info comes out, every evil player just has to guess which one of their neighbors is the evil one? I don't really see what the risk is here.
I also
only
I
the
feel like
demon
we
who
have a
can use
few
it too.
people that have I've at least talked to a few people who have suspicion on a certain person. So if we know about the distance, maybe we can figure something out.
I just don't get it.
Yeah. So, yeah, I think come out with the clock. Well,
Yeah,
you
give us
could
the
say
number.
give us a
If,
number. You
if
don't have
it's
to say the
wrong, then at
Clockmaker
least
is,
it'll
but just
confuse
give us a
the
number.
evil players as well. So.
I mean, like, I don't expect every evil player to randomly guess left or right, pick someone, and say, "Hey, I'm the."
Because it's
evil
only
character.
the demon. It's only from the demon. So the demon will basically know that there's a minion sitting
Okay,
X
so the
numbers.
demon has a 50-50 chance of outing themselves to. Well, actually, if the Clockmaker's
Well,
drunk, an even
no,
higher chance of accidentally outing.
Hold on a sec. My thought is it does give the demon a few confirmed non-minions, which give them safe kills. At the moment, if there's a poppy grower, they're killing
That is
randomly,
fair.
and they've got every chance of
It
hitting
also,
minions.
it
That's the
also,
argument I've heard.
there's also the fact that somebody got turned into a Fangu and doesn't know who the rest is. You would give that information away. You don't want to do that.
Can you say that again, Gil?
Like if somebody got turned into a Fangu, right? That person's a new Fangu, doesn't know who the other evil people are, and you don't want to give that kind of information to that person.
Yeah.
We could have started with one. We didn't have to turn into one.
Yeah,
We can always
either
get
or.
the
No, I'm just
information
saying in the
later, it's
case
not
of a
going
new
anywhere.
one, right? In the case of a new one, that the new Fangu wouldn't have any information as of now.
Mm-hmm.
Because there is at least one outsider, so there's a high chance of that outsider being turned.
Well, if she is telling the truth, then she is claimed outsider.
Who claimed to be outsider?
Well, she said she was pit hagged, though, wasn't she? She claimed
She
recluse,
started
and
as
then
a-
now
she
she's pit hagged
started
into
as
the
that,
good
yeah.
witch.
Yeah.
It's the
Do I
Sentinel
hear
in
any
player.
nominations?
Mia, did you take the Sentinel off? I thought I saw it earlier.
Yes, I took it off.
So yeah.
Sh-
Do I
shouldn't
hear-
we just get Sherry to nominate herself to prove that she's been witched?
Sure.
Like,
I don't know if
she,
that's the.
She witched herself
Well,
and
if
she'll
you
just
pick-
die, and we still have to have an execution.
Yeah,
But we
but
can
then
execute.
but
we
then
can,
we know she is.
we can carry on that execution, so that was still counted.
Oh, okay, that's true. Execute that body.
Does that
well,
mean
well,
that we?
I have a nomination I'd like to throw out there. It's just
Okay.
that if we want to be sure that she's telling the truth, but we
Well,
could
if you
also
ask
just
Cherie
try
to do
keep
that
a number. I
nomination?
don't care.
Yeah.
2 birds, 1 stone.
Okay, well, sure. I've heard a few people who I don't really have much information myself, but a few people that I trust seem to suspect that Stephen is evil. So I think we might as well go for it.
Mm.
And he was part of the artists collective.
I would also just like
before the game
Sure.
started.
using the artist's information that I have and the Clockmaker's information. I do have some pairs that it could possibly be based on who voted to kill Steve.
So now we know the clock.
I vote Chris in the last.
Okay, I will do a 10 count for nominations.
Well, I think the only way to clear myself is to just say I'm the mutant. That's fun. So I was actually pit hagged from the recluse into the mutant, which was really funny because it's just another outsider role, but she's not going to execute.
Do
me
I
for
hear
that.
any
But
nominations?
if you want, I will nominate Steven. Yeah, I was getting there.
That's
Cherie nominates
messed up,
Steven.
Cherie.
Why?
You can state your case.
I'll give it during the defense.
Cherie, do you
It
have
was
a
Rasmus.
accusation?
Rasmus got in before me. Did you
I don't
want?
know if I don't know if I did.
Oh, I thought you did. I heard you first. But so I'm nominating Steven because Town recommended it based on artist information and Clockmaker information. But I would prefer to die because if the demon is a Fangu, I really don't want to be jumped to today. So.
Okay.
Okay. Steven, your defense.
So the way I see it, the information says that one of 8 people is the demon, as opposed to 1, 2, 3, 4 people. It seems like that's some pretty crappy information. And I'd also like to point out that Cherie literally just forecasted to the pit hag to turn somebody into the recluse, which was not necessary.
Oh, that's true. But it also helps with the outsider count, knowing that the recluse was in play at the beginning of the game.
Okay.
We could
I
still
hear
have
any
number
pertinent info?
We could still have any number between 1 and 3, though.
Yeah, but other people who are. I see your point.
I mean, I guess.
I will. Yeah. You can talk.
No, I'm sorry.
No, you can just talk. It's fine.
I was gonna say, I wonder what this does for our odds of there being a lunatic in play. That's a question.
I'm leaning towards drunk.
I do have one thought about Sam's information. Depending on how it was all asked, if Cherie was still the recluse, she would register as a demon.
Oh,
possibly.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
that's actually very good information.
Okay.
Could the recluse mess up the Clockmaker info?
Information.
Yep.
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. Clues can show up as the demon.
Okay, I will start the countdown. It requires 6 votes to put Steven on the chopping block. It will start with Soren.
It helps. I trust Steven implicitly. I think he's really, really good. And
Are
I
you also
shouldn't vote
voting?
for him.
Yeah.
That makes
Well,
sense.
nobody seems to believe me, so I just have to say the opposite. Oh.
I mean, I only vote because I've heard about social reasons why he might be evil.
I think
Oh God! Don't trust
those
social
are really difficult. They're just social
Well,
overkill.
no, but these are quite strong, I feel like, so.
No. Steven is chaotic. He will do evil things for shits and giggles.
Yeah.
Okay.
Makes the game fun.
No, seriously. You cannot
fair enough. Well,
Five
too late
votes.
now.
Mostly shits.
5 votes is not enough. Steven is safe for the
know, I
day.
see
Do I hear
giggles
any
there.
more nominations?
Now my question is that if the I don't know.
Did
What
you
if
want
the
to nominate
recluse-
Cherie then?
The recluse could have screwed up the Clockmaker, and the recluse could have screwed up the artist question. Then that's potentially. So I don't know who. Sam, you said you were the artist, right? Do you want to tell us when you got that answer, and then
I
confirm
asked on day 2, so it was prior to the previous night.
Okay.
And I've changed last night.
What role are you claiming now,
So you
Cherie?
were the recluse.
The
then.
witch.
I'm not claiming the witch anymore, Steven.
So it's
Okay, I
recluse.
will do a 5 count for more nominations.
What role are you claiming now, Cherie? Sorry.
I'm claiming to be the mutant.
Nominate Cherie.
Okay,
Pardon?
2 seconds.
Elliot
Who
nominated Cherie.
Okay, Elliot nominates Cherie, and Elliot dies.
Oh.
There is a witch.
You're not the witch.
Is that who you witch?
What do you mean?
Cherie, you knew this was going to
Elliot,
happen.
you can state your case.
Okay, I don't love having a confirmed outsider alive. I would also say Clockmaker. Whilst we don't know for sure, it's probably worthwhile counting from Cherie in case she registers as a demon, seeing if that gives you a minion.
I think that's fair.
Just something worth considering as well, while this is going around, is that obviously if we've got a Vigormortis and they're killing minions, then we can't just look at live players coming with the Clockmaker.
I don't think we've got a Vigormortis. Well,
Do you know?
Well,
I
I
don't
will
know.
start the countdown, and then you can talk while it's going around. It's gonna start with George.
Does anybody have any ideas about what demon we've got?
Now I'm dead, I will say I am the Washerwoman. My information will come out later, and
you're using your dead vote, Elliot.
Just use it.
Use your dead vote.
Get through the hate. Yeah. But yeah,
Okay, 12 votes is definitely enough. I don't think you are going
Overkill,
to
to be
beat
honest.
us unless you use that votes.
everything about me claiming drunk was just a bluff.
So,
You claimed drunk.
A few people,
I am
yeah.
the drunk.
I think
well, with that, I will say that Cherie has been executed and the game does continue. You can
What a
go to your
surprise.
breakout rooms.
I've come up with a new role. It's
Great.
the energy
fun.
drink. He learns his role and the role of one of his neighbors
Fun.
because he's super alert.
Oh,
Jesus.
I assume you're evil, Steven.
Yeah, I'm the demon.
Okay. What kind?
Vigormortis.
Okay.
I'm bluffing as the magician who the minions think that the magician is the demon and the demons think that the magician is a minion.
Oh, okay, okay. So you know it's not in the game, right?
Yeah. And I was devil's advocated yesterday, so I knew I couldn't be executed. However, I can't be devil's advocated 2 days in a row, so maybe the hag will pick somebody else. Or I have no idea.
Okay. Huh.
Hello. So Gil picked Martin.
I do have a question. You heard me
Yes.
say Rasmus yesterday, right? Because
Yes.
Sam died. Okay, very good.
I
All right.
did.
That's fine. I figured that, but I just figured I'd ask. Who did you say that Gil picked?
Martin.
Okay, well, I would like to kill Martin then.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So, Steven, does that mean that you know he?
Wait, it's like Brody's playing.
Soren, are you falling asleep? Okay. Good morning, everybody. Terrible things once again happened during the night. This time, Martin died and Ned died.
Oh.
Weird.
Assassin.
Don't think there's any other.
I don't think there's any other way it could happen in this script, is there?
Grandmother?
Grandchild is the only other way.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Grandmother,
is
yeah.
the grandmother. The
No.
only way the two does
Yeah.
is the assassin.
Yeah, true, of course.
I will open the breakout rooms.
Ned,
Yeah,
can we
can
see?
I have a
will
chat
give
with you?
I will give you
Steven,
6
yeah.
minutes.
I'm going
Okay.
to mine. Third from the bottom.
All right. Hello.
So I'm assuming you're good since you died at night.
I am, and I know someone who, well, I think is evil because they double claimed my role, but I didn't let on that they did that.
Are you the grandmother?
No, I'm not.
Well, how were there 2 kills at night?
Assassin.
Okay,
That's the only explanation for 2 kills.
I guess.
I can see. Well, what else is there?
Well, grandmother. That was what I thought of.
Yeah, but well, unless I was the grandchild, nobody told me.
Yeah, I guess that's possible too. But that would be super odd.
Barry. So I no, it's not that. Anywho, I think you're good, and the reason is because the person who's been double claiming me and who I've been suspicious of being evil was going to vote against you. I figured like, well, maybe that means Steven's actually good.
Well, I think I'm a useless roll. I didn't. However, we're now like halfway through the game, and it hasn't proven useful. Which basically, if it was going to be useful, it would have been useful early on.
Oh Lord, magician.
That's it.
Yep. Well, it worked for me.
Did it?
Yeah, only because the Serenovus, which was the only minion in the game, chose me to be mad about being the magician. And then they claimed during the day that they were told there was a witch in play. And I'm like, well, no, I know that's not true. Well, there's the evil person right there.
Wow.
Done.
Wow.
It was quick.
Wow.
But yeah, magician, but nobody came to me either as far as, figuring out if I was part of the group
So,
or not.
Who's the Clockmaker?
No clue.
Do we know the Clockmaker number?
We don't, but Sam had he sounded like he slipped up when he was talking about it and said something about being a pair next to each other. And I was like, does that mean that's what does that mean when Clockmaker got a 1 or not? And I'm wondering if that's what it means.
Yeah, I think that sounds. I didn't hear that. I often miss things.
But he may not have actually meant that as a clue. He may have just been
maybe
describing the role itself. Anyway, have you talked to Nick or Varg?
Yeah, I've just been talking to people that come to talk to me, and they both did. About day 3, I started. I talked to Simon, and then I talked to you. What are you?
Sailor, and that's what Varg is claiming.
Oh, so to be the sailor, you had to have been the drunk?
Right. Well, thing is, I picked somebody, and I could have drunk myself. Yeah.
Normally, when you pick somebody and you're drunk, it's because you picked an evil person. Who did you pick yesterday?
Varg. Because he's who I suspected after yesterday because of our talk, because he asked me to describe my role in one word. And I was like, okay. And I said reinforced, as in, like, I may not die, but, I've got some strength, I guess.
That sounds good. The fact
and then he said I'm trying to find out if there's a Clockmaker or something like that because I picked you last night. I want to make sure I picked the right person because I don't want to make them too drunk. I want to make them drunk if they got a good power. And I'm sitting there going, are you saying he's a sailor? So yep, I'm a sailor. And I said, oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
So I didn't say anything else.
Well, he did approach me, so he might be evil and thought that I was the demon or the minion, depending on if he's the demon or the minion.
But double claiming means there is a Poppygar, which I have heard of, that there is one. And if he's double claiming my role, I assume he's not the demon, but a minion, or else he would have at least
that's
gotten
interesting.
roles.
If there is a minion, if there's a magician and a poppy grower, the magician doesn't really do anything.
It's
when the poppy grower dies, that would be when the magician is useful, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that would explain why nobody's approached me. If there's a poppy grower, did you say you heard of a poppy grower?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there is one. I know who they are, but I'm just
okay.
And that's why I'm not gonna give that up because that's the one key thing that's keeping I think good afloat at the moment.
Yeah, I think you definitely don't want to mess up that.
Not at all. But now I've got to figure out. I'm pretty sure Varg is probably a minion, or else he would have had a better bluff. And we know there's a witch and an assassin and a pit hag. So those are the 3.
Yep.
But I wonder if we got one of them already or not. Not the witch, but I think maybe the pit hag.
Okay. You think we got one of them?
I think we may have gotten the pit hag because we didn't get the assassin because I think they acted last night, and we didn't get the witch because Elliot yesterday.
All right.
Unless it was Sheree, but otherwise no, we haven't got the witch either. I think we haven't heard anything about pit hagging except for Cherie.
She was.
I don't know.
The mutant. Yeah, I don't know.
Turned. Yeah, from the recluse. Yeah.
Okay.
What? Perfect.
We are all back. And once again, you can kill your family and friends and neighbors if you wish.
What's going on with that?
It's Varg.
I was talking to Soren, I was doing a 3 for 3, and I said, I'm either the X, the Y, or the, and then it cut off me.
Oh, suspense. You'll never know, sorry.
No.
And of course, knowing Soren's luck, the third one's going to be the actual role.
No, but the trick is, he's not any of them three.
Okay, guys, we're getting quite close. Does anyone have any clues?
Should I give out my information?
Can't, at this stage, any information is good information.
I think so. Okay. Let me just say first off that my claim has been claimed by somebody else. So there is a double claim, which I've kept mum about until I thought it was necessary. Now that I'm dead, I think it's necessary now. It's like, I'm the sailor, not Varg. And so we say there's an assassin, which is true, because even if I were able to protect myself with my ability, the assassin would still be able to kill me.
Unless you picked.
Unless I picked an
drunk.
evil person, or was drunk. True, either that.
Yeah.
If you were made drunk, either from your ability or...
Exactly. It could be one or the other. Well, but it's still 2 kills means assassin.
Yeah.
There's one other way. Martin, were you the grandmother?
No. If he was, he never told me I was a grandchild.
Yeah, I don't know if it was said. It may have been said, but the assassin could have killed you, which is why you died.
Yeah, because it would have killed me anyway, regardless of whether I couldn't die or not.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like we've got.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think Ned is evil because I'm the sailor and I've been...
Yeah, but I died. You're still alive. That's the problem.
Well, yeah.
Well, the thing is, I've heard of another double claim.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is, one thing I have looked at is on the drunk roll, it no longer says out of play.
Sorry?
That's true, yeah.
So that would accommodate one of the potential double claims.
You think you're a town?
Do you want to say what they are? What are the double claims that you're saying?
So we've got the double claim on the sailor, and my role was also a double claim.
Okay, I'm going to have a storyteller question here, which is that a pretty wild claim has just been made that the drunk now can be an in-play character. Is that correct?
What?
Is that what we said?
No. Somebody just said that drunk no longer says out of play.
Chris flagged it, and actually...
Yeah, it doesn't say out of play, but I would usually not give an in-play character.
Because that would be obvious.
Well, unless it's changed, that is how it's supposed to be out of play.
Be out of play, yeah.
Well, yeah, but since someone is maybe drunk, the character they think they are, someone else could be changed into that.
Yes.
Somebody else could also be that character in theory, although in practice, it seems like Mia says that she's not.
Has anybody else from Pit Hag?
A nomination's open.
Yeah, sure, you can nominate if you wish.
I'd like to nominate Simon.
Okay. George
never mind.
Nominates Simon. George, you can give your accusation.
Yeah, so sorry. No, we can definitely come back to the double claim. But I'm on my own personal mission this game to wreak havoc because I'm very unsure about what my role is doing. So I think Simon's a good kill.
You want to wreak
Okay, Simon.
That is kind of a disturbing.
Yeah, it's so weird.
Yeah. So you're unsure about your role, but you want to kill me. Wouldn't it be better to kill you then? No. I would rather stay alive. To be honest, I like how we're wiping out the right-hand side. If this artist information is true, I am on the right-hand side. And I wouldn't mind dying at some point. Not now, but like, I think, you know, I wouldn't mind being the third to die out. Steve and George, then me. I'd be happy with that. Yeah, I am kind of suspicious of George because the 3 roles he did in the 3, I don't think he could be. Yeah.
Yeah.
The roles that he gave to me, there's only, well, I'll talk about George.
You can add pertinent info if you want.
Well, George can only be one of, I know, so we know the artist by now, and I know the other roles he told me.
Yeah, I don't know what you'd be confused about out of those 2 roles.
Yeah, it's all right. I think it's something else, but I can go
So
to
you're
more
claiming that the
tomorrow,
roles
I
you
think.
gave to me are not correct? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. I will start the countdown. It's
I
going to
hate
start
Simon.
with Cherie.
Is
It requires 4 votes.
I want to say it.
Oh my goodness. Gil.
What? I have...
I can't. I'm gonna go crazy.
Yeah, I'm also having.
Okay, 3 votes are not enough. Simon is safe for the day. Is there any more nominations?
I feel like that was trying to tempt me to get me to vote you back in like a witchy type thing.
There's a reason that I'll explain tomorrow. Not the witch, but I'll go into everything
Do
tomorrow.
I
I'll try and
hear
explain it
any
in a way
more
that
nominations?
makes more sense.
Was anyone tagged?
Who nominated?
I did.
Okay, Asmus nominates Stephen. Asmus, you can state your case.
Yeah, so Stephen is part of the circle of the artist question. I don't think he's actually the demon. I have had conversations with a few people who I, for the most part, trust, who seem to think, well, who told me things about conversations with him that sound minion-y. He might be good, but he sounds evil to me, and we've been talking for a while. And I have a fair few people who said that it would be fine with it, so I just figured, let's get it over with. If he is a minion, then might as well get killed. That's it.
Okay, Stephen, your defense.
Rasmus, I like to see new people. I'm so sad to see new people start off in such a wayward way. I'm not evil, but I don't. Yeah.
It still requires 4 votes to put Stephen on the block. Is there any more pertinent info before I start the countdown?
For our
I
new
would like to.
guys, pertinent info is Stephen always sounds evil. Always.
Well,
Nick,
okay.
I'm kind of getting worried by each time you're saying that how dodgy that sounds.
Yeah.
I
Honest,
will
I normally say
start
that
the
in game with
countdown.
Stephen in any way.
Yeah, think about it. 4 people are evil, and it's easy for
Every
4
single
people to
thing.
gang up on one person.
Well, it's also drawing an awful lot of attention to those 4 people if the 4 evil people all decided to jump on him.
Well, it's the same people that seem to be nominating him.
There are
voting him.
Well,
people
So
voting.
that's the
4
issue.
votes is enough. Stephen is on the chopping block. Is there any more nominations?
Can I just say something on the Stephen front? So I've heard on the grapevine that Stephen's claimed 3 roles, one of which was the artist, which we know is not true. Another one of those roles would have a hell of a lot of pertinent information that I think he probably would have said. I don't want to say what the 3rd role is, but I don't want to give Stephen away in case he is that role.
And I also think there's actually information on him. I didn't want to say it earlier, but I don't think it matters now. There's been a ping on him.
Okay. Is there any more nominations? I will do a 5 count.
I'm gonna nominate Varg.
Thank you. God.
Okay. Stephen nominates Varg.
Yeah, so
Stephen, you can state your case.
well, I'd like to talk to Sam tomorrow. There is reason for the information that you're sharing, and I do understand why you're saying that. Varg is obviously evil. He is double claimed, and I don't see any way that would have happened unless Ned was the minion and Varg is the role. And if that's the case, then Varg shouldn't die.
Yeah.
There's a good chance that I will die. I mean, I might not, in which case I'm confirmed, which is great. Like, let's do it. But on the other hand, there's also a Vigormortis on the script, which means it's very, very possible that Ned is a minion. There could even be a poppy grower, and he's the minion, doesn't know it, or he's the minion, doesn't know his demon. You know what I mean?
Well, or you're the minion who didn't know a role to use, and you picked the wrong one.
Or you're the minion who the Vigormortis killed.
Oh, now that
I think
yeah.
equally possible.
Okay, I will start the countdown. It requires 4 to tie and 5 to put Varg on the chopping block.
Whichever one of Varg or Stephen we don't kill today, I think we should kill tomorrow.
I agree
Yeah.
with Elliot.
Varg, can we talk tomorrow? I have a question.
Yeah, I'll talk to you tomorrow. I'll talk to anybody if I'm alive.
Cool. It's just, I think it
You
told
will
me
be.
something that I was confused about.
Oh. Yeah, there we go.
Okay. 4 votes is
So,
a
I
tie.
didn't want to
Is
die.
none of them is executed.
Okay, let's
Nice.
work on the basis that
Do
Varg and
I
Stephen
hear
are
any
evil
more
and
nominations?
the clock tower's Clockmaker's
I will
information
do
again.
a 5 count.
Someone should nominate Nick or George.
No.
Why do they?
Ludicrous.
The two
Well,
main
why did-
candidates we tied on. Why should we go anywhere else? I mean, really.
Because there's four evil, Ned. And
Well, then
that's
why
two of
didn't?
them.
Well, then why
I
did
voted on
you
Stephen.
tie?
I voted on
Yeah.
Stephen and Varg.
Because
I
Varg
think.
Clearly
tied it.
someone die.
So Varg tied it to stop
Nominate
Stephen
all the
dying.
I don't wanna die.
nominate. Nominate.
You wouldn't have died if you didn't tie it.
To tell the truth, I'm a little suspicious of George.
I can't nominate.
Is-
one of
Nominate
them.
George then.
Is there
Well,
any?
nominate him.
What?
But not enough. 'Cause
Who nominated?
I didn't. I just say he's the
Was there any
mindless.
nominate? Simon, did you nominate?
No, because I think some evil person's witched me.
Okay. 1 second
Do
left.
it.
Kiss my grits.
Okay. Then you go to bed without killing anyone. Sleep tight.
Anyway, we're done for. Because we just outed ourselves. We had to, or I would have lost. Which is super unfortunate. I wanted to execute Varg. He wouldn't have died. And then we would have thought he was the demon or the devil's advocate, which would definitely be better than me. And now the team is outed. So they have 4 kills. Well, no, there's 4 evils. 4 evils alive. So if I get, well, yeah, they're definitely going to come for me. If they pit hag somebody else into the demon, then I will die, and there will be 3 evils left. So tomorrow it will be 7. We'll have 3 kills. Yep, that would be a loss. We're in a rough spot here, which is really weird because I think we were doing all right prior to yesterday. Don't really know how we're going to make this work. Well, Nick died and then came back to life in the night, which means that probably he turned himself into the demon. Because she tried to click on his circle to change him into the demon, and she accidentally clicked and killed him. We'll see.
Okay. We're all back. Once again, someone did make it through the night, and this time, Stephen died. I will give you 5 minutes to whisper. Brigade rooms are now open.
Sam?
Your room?
Yep. My room is third from the bottom.
I want to talk to you eventually too, Steve.
Is that Vigormortis?
I don't mind if you join us.
Gil.
Okay.
So, Gil is also going to be joining us.
All right, great.
Because he said he wanted to talk to me, and we don't have unlimited time.
Yeah, I hope I didn't paint a target on your back there. I just thought. that
I
you
am
died,
not
so-
any of the three roles that I said.
Okay.
I was the magician, and I don't want to tell people that I might be the magician, because the magician, the demon thinks that they're a minion, and the minions think that they're the demon. So if evil people came and talked to me, like I just sat back and let people come to me. The problem is I'm pretty sure there's a poppy grower in the game, which means that the minions actually never got their information, so I was never useful.
Okay.
Either that or they sussed it out, and so I was of no use anyway.
Yeah, I've heard of 2 people claiming poppy grower.
There's also a possibility of a philosopher poppy grower. You can technically have both.
Okay.
Because the philosopher acts before the poppy grower, so if they chose poppy grower, even if there wasn't a poppy grower in the game, the demons, that's like the only role that acts before the poppy grower, or
The
before
philosopher only acts once, though, right? Once per game.
No, they get woken up every night, and when they take their ability, then they they're still the philosopher, but they then would take the role of the other character.
But they can only do that once, or they
Correct.
can do that.
Yep. They don't ever change again.
Because I've heard a claim from the philosopher, and what they've become, and from who, and it wasn't poppy grower.
What kind of a demon are we thinking we have?
Honestly, dude, this is my first game, so I am very much.
Yeah, I never seen you before.
Yeah.
Well, one of our veterans is Sam, so you probably pick up pretty quick.
So we haven't. The outsider claims, right? Is they die.
All right. Well, Gil did not join us, so I think I'm going to leave so I can talk to him because he seemed to
good
want to
idea.
talk to me.
Yeah, do it.
All right.
All right.
Stephen, why did you die?
I don't know.
It doesn't make much sense to me.
No, it doesn't. I'll talk to you, though.
Okay.
I'm third from the bottom.
Twed, do you fancy a quick?
So, I was the magician. The problem, I think, is that I think we have a poppy grower. And so, the magician, the demon thinks that they're minion, and the minions think that they're the demon. So, basically, I just sit around and wait for somebody to want to talk to me, and then I know that they're evil. However, if there's a poppy grower, then evils don't get information. And I don't know. I was trying not to make it obvious.
Died early on.
Okay. Well, nobody ever approached me and thought that I was evil. So.
Okay.
Who is the poppy grower?
Chris A.
Chris A. There might be a philosopher poppy grower. I don't know.
That's not a bad shout. But yeah, it just doesn't make sense because like so much sus has been on you the whole game.
That is true.
Why would they kill you? So, like, if you're evil, which I don't know that you are, I'm just talking it through.
Sure.
Like, a Vigo would kill you potentially if you were a minion. Or the only other option is if you were the demon and you either Fangu jumped or star passed. But I don't know.
Well, you were the mutant. Did you become the demon?
No.
Oh.
No, I was the recluse and then the mutant. And what you said about giving the recluse away, I shouldn't have done that. I see that. That was a good point, actually. Lessons learned. But I thought it was more important to get the information that there was a pit hag in play out there.
Sure. Definitely there were upsides to the information.
So that's why. And then I was like, well, I don't want to necessarily die by saying, like, saying. So it's just like, well, I'll just say this random shit, and maybe somebody will catch what I'm saying. You know, like, well, I've been pit hagged.
There was a good witch once, and the interesting thing about a good witch is that it is a strictly harmful thing, because do you have to pick a living player?
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, so like you basically you make it so that you can't nominate, or you're just like, yeah, it's an interesting thing.
Yeah. But I was just kind of like, well, either I'll just say this and people will be like, well, she's a good witch, or she's the mutant and she just is saying something so that we know there's a pit hag. That was my kind of thoughts.
When I was
Didn't really
the mutant,
come across that way.
When I was the mutant, I claimed to be the demon once, and that didn't go well either.
Maybe that's what I should have done.
Yeah, probably not.
I'm a good demon now, everyone. Yeah, then the game's not over. So yeah.
So at this point, I don't know. I was hoping that. Oh.
I'm disappointed you voted for me. It broke my heart a little bit.
Okay, we're all back. Rooms are now closed. Once again, you can kill all your family and friends or just talk.
I'm thinking with the double claim, at least if we kill Varg, even if he was telling the truth, we know that one evil player is dead after that double claim, even if people want to argue over which one to
Can
it is.
Can I throw a theory out there?
Yeah.
Why are we so fixated on Vigormortis and stuff like that? I think there's a great possibility that the demon was a Fangu that moved on, got dead, so one of the people may be evil, and we got a new Fangu that's too.
What about an imp star pass? That's what I was thinking.
Imp on the script.
That could be
that was our
too.
feeling as well.
But I think it's more likely because of the outside everything that we have a Fangu than we have a Vigormortis.
But we don't know who the other outsider is, do we?
We only know of one.
Right.
Yeah.
So the other one would be a crapshoot for the Fangu, trying to figure out who the drunk
Yeah, but
so the other thing you have to be careful when it comes to working out the role. I'm looking on the grimoire and I'm seeing Sentinel.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which
That
means
wasn't there earlier.
No,
It was in the game
Fair.
earlier. By accident, I removed it because I refreshed the page.
so this means the outside account
is not reliable.
Yeah, it's rubbish. It doesn't tell us anything, sadly. Well, it tells us a bit.
Well, unless the outsider was a drunk. Right?
Or there's only one outsider instead of two.
Yeah.
But
Well, we
then
know
also
this-
there's the pit hag that could have been turning people into outsiders.
Yeah.
I mean, is there any claim to that
know-
other than Shuri?
We know there weren't 3
Yeah.
I think
because I started as one and I became one.
That
that
doesn't.
isn't
Well, no,
exactly
that,
possible if there's 3.
yeah, that still could have been 3.
Yeah.
No.
If what? So it's this one who died before you was the mutant, and then you were turned into it.
People who are dead are still their same role. Oh, if they're Fangu jumped.
Well, but that's four outsiders, so it could still
That's
be.
my theory that he got one of the outsider got turned right early on the first or second.
Yeah,
day.
for instance, the mutant could have become the Fangu, and then the mutant was available.
That would have had to happen on the first, well, the
First or second night.
Yeah.
Second night,
I don't buy that.
Did we execute?
Yep, and it's
we executed Shuri.
That
Yeah.
would mean that either me or Soren would be evil, and I don't think that's the case.
The only problem with that is that one of the dead people is evil.
So which one is it? What?
Well, does that sound more likely, or does it sound more likely the imp just killed themselves, regardless of a poppy grower or not? It's going to pass to a minion.
That
That's
is
easy, and that seems very easy. That seems very easy.
Ned. Could be Ned. Put that out there.
Yeah, could be.
Did they strike a nerve, Ned?
No, I didn't strike a nerve. Is like I've already claimed.
If people
my
don't
claim.
think it's a Vigormortis, then you know.
It could be a Vigormortis.
I think
it could very well
it
be.
could be Vigormortis, to be honest.
It could be. I mean, it really could be. I'm just giving all the options. I don't think it's a leech. I think it's the other
So
one of the other 3. But Fangu, but your explanation about Fangu jump seems a lot more convoluted than an imp jump. That's all I'm saying.
So if it's an imp jump, then Varg is a pretty good choice because we think he was a minion that might now be the demon. So that seems pretty good, yeah.
I'm fine to try and die. The issue is that if I'm the sailor, I might not.
Well,
If it's
you're
an
not.
imp, it
Do
wouldn't have
I
jumped
hear
to-
any nominations?
And we've got a devil's advocate probably that hasn't done anything.
We
all
got
game.
We've got an assassin. We had a double kill. We got a pit hag claim from somebody.
yeah.
Plus, we have a witch, someone who died from the witch. Those are three.
If it was an
No
imp
devil's
jump, it
advocate.
wouldn't have gone to Varg. There was too much heat on him.
Okay,
That's a
do I
storyteller
hear
decision.
any nominations?
Yeah, that
Mhm.
could be.
Do you guys want me to nominate Varg? I don't have anything pointing towards him.
I
but
don't
can.
think that's. Hmm.
I
we
don't
need to
see
think
Varg
about
should not.
I
who's-
will do a
who's
10
least
count
likely
for
to be
nominations.
witched.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who would that be?
George, you voted for Varg. Why don't you nominate him?
2
Sure.
seconds left. Is there any more nominations?
George.
It's all
Yes.
serious
Someone
information you're
nominate
giving
George.
anyway.
Someone nominate George.
It's a
But
very
but
long
I was
second.
not supposed to.
Someone
Who else
nominate
nominates
George.
Sailor other than Bard?
Either
I
someone
nominate-
nominate Varg or
I nom-
George quickly.
Please, someone.
I
How long
nominate
is 1 second gonna last?
George.
Someone.
Simon, was that a
Yeah,
nomination?
kill me now.
Who did you nominate?
I went for
George?
George.
Okay, Simon, you can state your accusation.
Just kill him. He's evil as all get up.
Okay, George, you can state your case.
This might be a good idea, to be honest. I'm very confused. Simon's pushing very hard for me, which is strange. He seems to be convinced that I'm witching him. Obviously, he hasn't been witched, so there's that theory gone. Yeah, if you want to kill me, no problem.
You said you had information you were going to say something today. Is that it?
Yeah, I do have information to share, although it might be more effective to wait until the final 3 because it might
No, it's
reveal
not.
more.
Do you
There
think
might
you're
not
the
be a final
lunatic?
3.
Do you think you're the lunatic, George? Is that what it is?
I do think I'm a lunatic.
Okay.
Okay,
That's in the bombshell.
The countdown.
But
And you could
If you
be.
think you're a new
That would account for the other outsider.
Yeah.
And it requires 4 votes to put George on the chopping block.
That's and you're dead.
You got to kill him
And
down
you
to
don't need to choose your
Tango.
dead vote. You don't want to. To be honest, if he is
Keep
the
it up
lunatic,
just in case if people
it's
vote.
good.
Yeah,
you
now
want?
we're
Use your
good.
dead
I think
vote.
Sonia can. Yeah. I was going to say keep it up just in case if people drop their votes. But
What demon were you, George?
Okay.
I was the figure.
Figure.
6 votes is enough. George is on the chopping block. Do I hear any more nominations? I will do a 10 count.
But I don't know if they. I had this last time. Last time I was the lunatic. They didn't. They made me a different demon than the actual demon, so I'm not sure about the specifics of
potentially,
it.
yes.
I've seen both though.
Yes.
Do we still think it's a witch?
We knew somebody
So
died.
none of your minions were minions, then I assume.
Well, that's why I was pushing so hard again because my minions were Chris A, Simon, and Ned. That's why I was
you
pushing so
never
hard
talked
against
to
them.
me once about
No,
that.
because you came to me and I was ready for you to do the hard claim to me, and you gave me a 3 for 3, and it was right at the end of the day. I was like, this isn't right. So he's a magician.
Well, I'll chat to
or
you
he
tomorrow,
doesn't know.
George.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay, is there any more nominations? I don't hear any. With that, George has been executed and the game continues. You can all go to your break rooms.
So Varg definitely felt this way, and I did also, and I'll just make the comment, which is that you as a storyteller should be consistent. Having a second that lasts a really long time may be comedic, but it's not actually fair, especially to evil, who deserved to have an evil survive the night, since the town did not nominate, and there were townsfolk that could have nominated. They should have had to take the risk at the witch. But, oh well.
Hello and welcome back. Once again, someone brutally was murdered in the town, and this time Twet didn't make it through the night.
Oh no.
I will open bracket rooms and give you all 5 minutes.
I just want to have a quick chat.
Yeah, let's go.
It's my home, it's at the top.
Simon,
one.
can I talk to you real quick?
Where's Ayahu? Can you beat me?
I'll come to your room, Shree.
Gil, did you say my name?
Oh, there you are. Do you want to talk?
Ken,
Soren, can I ask you a quick question,
my room.
please?
Yeah.
My room, please.
So do you know my role yet?
Your role.
My process of elimination. I thought you would know where I am.
You said Clockmaker, Grandmother, Philosopher.
I was the philosopher.
Okay.
I was a philosopher, and then I turned on the third night. Soren and I talked, and in order not to make anybody drunk, Soren thought I should just take his role, so I became the monk, and I've been protecting Rasmus since. But I had a conversation with Rasmus yesterday, and he didn't sound. I started protecting him because some people vouched for him. But he hasn't died, but other people died, so that tells me that nobody tried to kill him. And so now I'm not sure. I was wondering if you had any information on him.
Why are you talking about Rasmus?
Because I became the monk, and I've been protecting him since.
Okay.
But people died every night.
Yeah, so then the demon never
Nobody
picked
him, but there's so few people that I'm thinking people not dying has a higher chance of.
Well, I don't know what that doesn't seem that there's much of a mystery there. You just have been picking wrong, right?
Right, but what I was saying is that means that nobody ever tried to kill him, which
means that he's
brings
the
it
demon.
up being one of yes. That's why I'm asking if you had any information if I picked the wrong person.
Maybe. That is a good point. He's
why I was
new.
saying,
I did talk to him. I don't remember what we said.
It's just that's weird that I protected a person 4 nights and that person never get picked.
Yeah.
But it could be just the drop of the law too.
All right.
Luck of the drop. So I was wondering if you had any information.
Is that your number one suspicion?
No, it's just I'm trying to root information. I'm still think that is between Nick and Varg, but I don't know. I was suspicious of Simon, but people vouch for him, so now I'm a little.
So I am not gonna say why, but I do think that there was a poppy grower.
So you think there's no.
And I don't think that they know each other. I don't know if the poppy grower is alive or not. I was thinking possibly that the philosopher had turned themselves into the poppy grower. However,
No, I did. I turned myself into the monk.
Yeah, well, that's I didn't know that you were the monk.
Philosopher.
Yeah.
And I only turned on the third night. Yeah. What did you claim? What are you? Did you say what you were?
I never claimed publicly. I was lying in my 3 for 3 because I was the magician. So if like people approached me and thought that I was evil, I would know that they were evil. Because the minions think that I'm the demon, the demon thinks that I'm the minion. However, the fact that nobody approached me, either they realized that they had gotten wrong information, or I'm the drunk, I suppose, or there is a poppy grower. Those are like the possibilities.
But if you were the drunk and you got killed, you would become a Fangu by now.
No, only if I was killed by the Fangu, or if the Fangu
okay.
the Fangu only changes once. So if the Fangu killed an outsider, then the Fangu would die, and the outsider would become the new Fangu. But that ability would never happen again.
Okay. So what about the imp? So it could be an imp then?
If an imp is in play, the imp can kill themselves, and it goes to a minion.
All right. So you're not. So you tell me you're a magician, and you don't have any suspicions.
Well, no, because I was just basically waiting for people to approach me, but nobody ever approached me. So, like I said,
You're acting a little suspicious there.
When?
Oh, just being funny. So it's not suspicious. It's just it's hard to tell that if you're playing a game or just being funny. That's the problem. Yeah.
You mean like just now or like earlier?
No, they're in the game. Yeah, just during the game, like with the whole suspicion.
Well, so I have like a long game strategy, which is that I know I'll sometimes be evil, so I always want to come off as if I'm evil, and that way it's harder to read when I'm evil, since you always think I'm evil.
That's good. Well, I trust you somewhat now. So yeah, so you know what I am. And yeah, I just was trying to root information on Raymond's.
And you, okay.
Claiming to be the Clockmaker is the
No,
issue.
yeah, that's just something we've completely forgotten about. That, yeah.
Okay, welcome back. Hope you enjoyed your judge. You can now start talking and nominating.
Yeah,
I'm going to come out with my role that I was the poppy grower. Well, at least I thought I was the poppy grower. I could have been the drunk poppy grower.
Okay. How did your conversation with George go? Did he convince you that he thought you were a minion, or do you think, sorry, that he was the lunatic or not?
I think he was the lunatic. And the thing is, because he got told information for night one, that makes me sort of even more suspicious that I was drunk, because a poppy grower, if the poppy grower is active, then he still would not have.
That would depend how Mia played it. She has to make the lunatic think they're the demon. And what you could do, even with a poppy grower, is go, here are your minions.
You could, but
I'll be honest, it's the kind of thing I personally would do.
But at the same time, if someone comes out saying poppy grower, that makes it very clear that it's a lunatic in play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
So that's why I think I was probably the drunk poppy grower.
In that case, we know we have 2 outsiders at least at base, right? 3. So it's a Fangu.
The Sentinels in play, right?
There's a base of 2 out. There's a base of 2 outsiders on this amount of players.
Plus
Right.
Sentinel.
Yep.
And a Sentinel. So it could be a Fangu.
Right. Yeah.
It could.
Although the thing is, as I say, one person
it could be
has
anyone.
claimed to me to be a poppy grower. Hard claimed.
Yep.
Which makes it very confusing, because I was a poppy grower. I did not get hacked into poppy grower. I was a poppy grower all the time. And someone hard claiming to be poppy grower to me says to me that they are probably a minion.
Chris, when did you die?
I was voted out.
Day 2.
It was early. It was very early.
Day 2.
That horrible sounds bad.
Do you want to give us
Squeaky,
who
squeaky
then is
sound?
claiming
Nick.
your role?
Can't stand the sound.
Nick.
Can I give what I have a theory, and I've just pushed it past somebody, and it seems plausible. So I haven't revealed my role at any point, only to a couple of people. I'm the empath. I got 0 on the first night, which is Soren and Simon. Then I got a 1 when Soren was killed, which leaves Stephen as evil. I have been told that the Clockmaker had a 3. Now I think Stephen's the imp, and I think he was worried that he was going to get killed, so he killed himself that night because he was getting close. Passed it on to one of his minions, and his minion's 3 away, which would possibly be Nick, which would make sense. So I would see the ones as some combination of Nick, Varg, and Gil would be my 3 other evils. And all the information I've had, so you got the right hand side having the
Recluse.
So I'm gonna open my so we get information because there's not a lot of people. So I was the philosopher, and then I became the monk on the third night, and I've been protecting Rasmus since.
That's what they told me as well.
So what day did he tell you that?
Yesterday or today? I can't remember. Yesterday, I think.
Yeah, I told Soaring right on the first day, and I told quite a lot of other few people. Like I gave the 3 roles that I gave, 2 came out. So I thought a lot of people would have picked up which role was mine by now.
Do I hear any nominations?
Interesting thing.
I quite like the idea of
is
killing
I am
Nick.
the poppy grower. I have been since day one, and Chris is the one who came up with the way that we could have 2 poppy growers.
Oh, I
Nick's
thought about
evil.
the drunk, but the thing is, Mia has said that that's not how she would play the drunk.
Yeah.
Nick,
no, but the point
nominate
is,
Nick.
you're the one who came up with the way of how this would work. You've given that a lot of thought. I would say that puts it more suspicious on you than me personally.
Chris A is
Do
dead.
I hear any nominations?
It just means he wasn't the demon.
I think
And to
it's
be totally honest, it's a great bluff for a non-demon.
I think it's Nick and Varg, and I think Nick is much more
Well-
likely to have been imp jumped into because there was too much suspicion on Varg.
Here's the thing, though, Nick.
I
If you
agree.
are the poppy grower, it still doesn't explain why information was given. So
I don't think
that easily explained. Sorry, Chris. It's the information was given.
Gil or Rasmus, you going to nominate Nick?
With a double claim, I don't know if the information was
I mean, I
given.
think that's a good idea, but I'd rather not be the one to do it.
I'm just worried about a witch as well.
Yeah, that's the thing.
I would rather they nominate each other. One of them nominate the other.
Yeah, but that's not gonna happen.
I don't think they can do that.
If I'm not evil, like I don't. I
nominate.
Still think it's
are you
Ned
gonna
who's
nom-
dead.
I will
Somebody needs to nominate.
Well, someone needs to nominate. Nick.
Okay,
I'll
Simon.
nominate. I'll nominate. Who are we nominating?
Okay, so Simon,
Nick,
who
I'd
did
go
you
Nick.
nominate?
Yeah.
Simon,
Varg
did
or
you
Nick?
nominate Nick?
Yeah.
Okay, Simon, you can now give your accusation.
Yeah. So I think based on the Clockmaker information, based on how Nick's claiming poppy grower, how he was defending Stephen earlier. I think Stephen was the imp, jumped into Nick. I think Varg and Nick are both evil, and I believe it's more likely to be Nick because he had less sus on them than Varg as the person it jumped into. If it's a Fangu, then I don't know, but if it's the imp, then it's Nick. That's as I said, that's what I think. And that's what I'm going for.
Okay, Nick, you're the
I'm the poppy grower. I have been since day one. So to me, that puts Chris down as evil. He's the one who came up with the excuse of how he could have been the poppy grower as well. And he keeps going, oh no, it can't be this, it can't be this. The only person we know of who's had information from demon rolls is the lunatic. That means nothing.
How many votes do we need?
Well, 3 votes is required.
Part 6, in case somebody's been Fangu. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm going to save mine just in case we end up
I
meeting
will
them later.
start the countdown.
Being accused of being evil.
I suspect.
I suspect
might
Pit
take
Hag
their
and Witch are
votes.
dead.
Yeah.
4.
Yep.
Let's see if people take their votes away.
Ugh, that's annoying.
Yeah.
Okay,
sure they
8
would.
votes is definitely enough. Nick is on the chopping block. Is there
I'm
any
not
more
going to beat that.
nominations?
Well, following the conversation I've had with Ned, I'm nominating Varg.
Okay, Nick nominates Vark. Nick, your case.
I've had him down as evil pretty much since he saved Stephen's ass. Stephen, I'm convinced is evil. Just because of the way that things are happening. Yes, I know he always plays as evil, but I think he was in this case. I think we kill a definite minion rather than
take out the Poppy Grow, to be honest. Then we go into the final day with one less minion in play.
Okay, Varg, your defense.
Not to be rude, but I think that's all very inaccurate because I'm definitely a sailor. I think that Ned is still a minion. I think Chris A could very well be a minion, and if there's a Vigormortis, it would explain why they're all dead. Well, Chris A was actually executed.
Yeah, I was executed.
After, I know, but you were executed, and then after you were dead, you claimed, "Oh, I'm the poppy grower." Oh, but not really. I think I'm the drunk poppy grower. Which
He
I
was
think
in his
is
3 for 3 on day 1 with me.
I know, but it's still the easiest thing in the world to claim because if you're a minion and you don't get starting information, you can still claim Poppy Grower. So I think it's very plausible that Chris A was evil and we got him out and he was a minion. And then Ned is a minion who was killed by the Vigormortis, and the real demon is hiding somewhere. And I assume it's, I don't know. Could be Simon, I guess. Probably not though. Oh, whatever.
Okay.
It's not me.
There's a couple of raised hands. Ned, your time to talk.
I guess according to your theory and Chris being a minion, you would have to say he would be the pit hag, because otherwise, if we're the dead minions killed by a Vigormortis, we should be able to keep our power, and the pit hag could still be changing people, which they're not.
There could still be a witch in play, and just they didn't trigger yesterday. We're not sure. Nobody's ever been saved from execution by Devil's Advocate.
I'm not talking about that. I'm just saying pit hag. I'm saying we have to have one because we have to have, we have the assassin, we have the pit hag, we have the witch. Right. So the only reason for Vigormortis to even attempt that is to kill their pit hag, because the assassin and witch, the assassin's already done. Witch is very hit and miss.
Sure.
So that's your theory, but nobody's been pit hag, so I don't. That theory is not a wash.
I don't know. It could be evil being pit hag. We don't know.
It's a wash. It's a wash.
Okay. Simon, you have your hand up.
Yeah, I was just going to say, why would Varg be trying to defend Stephen if there was a poppy grower and the demon and minion didn't know each other?
Could have talked.
It's also, it is plausible I was drunk. That would explain why Chris does a double claim on that one.
Yeah, I just don't understand the vote. Park says he put his hand up for the vote in order because he didn't want to die, but actually he only had 3 votes when he did that.
I only had 3
and he
votes.
tied it, and then he tied it with 4.
Yeah, you tied the vote, Park.
Yeah,
yeah.
That doesn't make sense.
Tied the vote.
Oh shit!
It's you basically put a big flag in your head that you are evil.
Elliot, did you have your hand up?
Yeah. So whoever's right on this, I don't think there's the votes to kill.
There's 10 votes left.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll sort it out tomorrow.
Yeah. Because I think Mark could be the DA. And that's
there's no DA.
Yeah.
Okay. I will start the countdown. It requires 8 to tie and 9 to put Varg on the chopping block.
Well, thanks, guys. I'm glad you don't think it's me. I'm glad my pleading worked, because evidently no one thinks I'm evil.
Okay.
Nope.
One vote is
sure
not
I'll
enough.
be dead.
No, you're evil.
Is there any more nominations? I will do a 5 count. Any more nominations? Okay, I don't hear any. With that, Nick has been executed, and the game is over. I would like to congratulate.
I really wish you'd turned into the leech.
That's
I really thought you had turned into the leech.
I was trying to jump.
I really thought you had turned into the leech.
Yeah, that would have been a lot better.
Yeah,
Let me share the grim because oh my god.
Before you show the grimoire, can I just ask Nick who he
That was very
tonight?
That was one of the most fun games I played in a while.
Gil was the lunatic.
Okay, so here's
Very
the
little was
grim.
known.
Oh, George is a witch.
Oh my
Liar,
god,
liar,
so
liar.
many things happened. Well, Steven started out as the Vigormortis, started being protected by Varg, who started as the Devil's Advocate. Soren was the monk, but unfortunately the first night where he actually got to protect someone and he chose Martin, he was killed by Steven. Simon was your Ravenskeeper, who was unfortunately never killed, but He was cursed once. Cherie was the recluse, started out as the mutant. Started out as a recluse and was pit hacked into the mutant by Nick, who started out as a pit hack. George was your witch, who cursed the town and luckily killed Elliot. Samuel was the artist. He asked me if the demon was on the right side of the grimoire, including both Stephen and Ned, and of course the answer was yes. Ned was the sailor. He picked quite a few people. I kept like every other day Ned was drunk, and the other days the other person was drunk. Gil started out as the philosopher, was pit hacked into being the lunatic. I told him he was now the Fangu, and the demon actually just followed whatever he picked, I think. The one night where Samuel died, it was because they targeted Rasmus, who was the mayor, so I bounced it to the artist who already used their ability. Vark, the assassin, started out as the DA, kept on protecting Stephen, then himself, then Stephen, and then himself. Chris A was the drunk poppy grower. Elliot was the washerwoman who saw Rasmus as the mayor. Nick was the pit hack, who pit hacked Cherie. He changed himself. He pit hacked the lunatic. Twet was the clockmaker that nobody knew about, I think. Like, I don't know if Twet ever like came out as the clockmaker like publicly. He was just
Late.
there being
No,
all
very,
secret.
very late.
Yeah, and the night that Twet was killed, I actually asked Nick, like, do you know what people's roles are? And he was like, no, not at all. For some time, some people thought that Ned was actually the mayor, but Rasmus was. And that was your game.
I was very lucky that I tried to kill Rasmus there very early because it narrowed down. Because I was trying to figure out why he wouldn't die. So that narrowed him down. So I knew he was the mayor at halfway into the game. So I thought, and I had a lucky conversation with Soren when he died. So I said I'm the philosopher, which I was being true. I thought it was the philosopher at that point. And so I just decided, I'm going to claim the monk and say I'm keep saving Rasmus since I can kill him anyway. I would just say I'm saving him every night, and that's what I did.
Yeah.
But I thought Stephen had picked up that I was evil, and I even said, I guess you know my role by now, right? I guess you know my role, and I realized, oh, he doesn't. So I didn't.
I
think
actually did.
Oh,
But
okay.
Do you realize you weren't the demon?
No, I didn't. The halfway through the game that I understood that I wasn't the demon. Because I thought that the Fangu had died, but then I realized I was an outsider, and I just became...
So you thought you were the drunk philosopher that became the Fangu?
I thought I was the drunk... I thought I was a drunk outsider that became the Fangu. That's what the problem.
Well, at least the lunatic worked. To be honest, Steve, guys, really sorry. I was planning to jump tonight. I was going to do a Fangu jump to Gil tonight, which is why I went Fangu rather than Leech.
Well, to be fair, I wasn't even thinking about the leech until after Rog pointed it out, and now it's super obvious that you did the wrong thing.
Yeah, hindsight it is, yeah. I was
just
hoping to jump to Gil because there didn't seem to be much suspicion on him.
Yeah. Because you tried to kill him on the first night? Is that what happened? Because I turned right on the second day. I turned.
Oh no, I know. You were the first person I turned.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Rasmus and I were planning on how to try and make sure there was no kill tomorrow. Then, assuming he survived, and the plan was basically just make no nominations and see a bit what everyone else did, and I could confirm that there was a mayor still in the game and not say who.
Well, anyway, the defining day was when I got 4 votes, which stupidly one of them was George, and then we had to tie the vote with Varg, which outed the evil people, and at that point there were enough people and they would have enough kills to kill everybody that was left. The play would have been for Nick to turn himself into the leech, and then he could have picked who we weren't killing. So if that had happened, we would be at 5 right now. Then we would have woke up at 4. we would have agreed to go back to bed probably, and then it would have been a 50-50 trying to figure out who Nick had picked. That would have been the way to go. But hindsight is 20/20. The other play that was there that I was thinking would be awesome if it was happening is if Nick had alternated between pit hagging the assassin back in and pit hagging a different role in. Probably. So it was saying probably the Dreamer. The Dreamer acts after the pit hag, so that would give an action every other night, and the Dreamer could pick a player and learn their role, which would be useful. And then the next night turn back into the assassin and get an extra kill. And there'd be 1 kill and then 2 kill and then 1 kill and then 2 kill. But it is what it is. I think I'm gonna go get some fuel and then I'll show you my little doodaddy thing. Anyway, we're in the bonus post game, and I'm gonna show you this thing that I've made, which may or may not be super dangerous. I am joined by special guest Fireman. So I think I may have made the holes too big, but this is like a homemade sterno thing. Now, I think I may have made the holes too big because obviously it's putting out a decent amount of flame. I have no idea how long it would burn for, but you can make this with 2 soda cans, and the fuel that I got was this isopropyl 99% alcohol antifreeze for your gas. Can get paid $2 for that. I have no idea how long this will burn for, but this is 12 ounces, so they'll probably fill it 3 or 4 times. Now, it's supposed to have this thing, which may be super hot, that you're supposed to be able to use to put it out. The problem is, it doesn't actually work. I think too much. No, maybe it is working. Oh, it definitely went down. The problem is too much of the can was cut off, so it doesn't actually block the oxygen. So I'm gonna flip that off again. Ow, that's very hot. Not surprising. Anyway, I think I'm gonna go and because I have this like raging fire I have to deal with. As I've said before, thanks for watching.